Hi, I'm Trinity Wave, and today I have a heart-opening yoga class. This class was designed to help physically open up the chest and energetically open up the heart space. For today's class, I suggest having a few things for props. I suggest having some extra pillows or towels around to help yourself get comfortable. And also some other suggestions would be a strap or a yoga block if you have those. You could also use a scarf if you don't have a strap. So if you'd like, you can pause the video and grab those things. And when you're ready, you can come back and we'll start together standing on the mat.
Let your love light shine. Let your love light shine. Let it shine in the dark.
Okay, so let's come to the center of the mat standing. And from here, ground down through the feet, feet parallel, bending into the knees slightly. And here, really press down into the feet. And here you can even imagine little roots growing down towards the earth here, allowing you to feel strong and stable. Nice strong mountain pose here. And we're going to come into Garuda Mudra with the hands. So we're going to bring the left palm over the right chest here, fingertips towards the right chest. Followed by the right palm, so the thumbs are going to touch at the fingertip. And so you're creating a little bird here with the hands. And this is the mythical bird, the Garuda. And here, connect to your heart space. You might feel your heart beating here. And now I invite you to think of one person, place, or thing that you feel gratitude or love in your heart for. This can be something small like your cat, or this can even be for yourself and how far you've come in your life. So bringing that feeling into your heart now. And here begin to unfurl the fingertips and begin to open the arms out to the sides. Inhaling to opening this heart space up. Exhale. And then begin to lift the arms up, bringing this love light energy up. Palms facing down. Exhale. Allow the palms to come down softly, allowing this love light to just wash over you here. Inhaling, arms come out and up. Exhaling, allowing love light to wash over you. And one more time like this. Great job. We're going to come to the front of the mat if you're not already. And this time we're just going to bring the hands up, palms to touch. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And here, if you'd like, you can grab onto the elbows and just allow your head to dangle and just nice sway side to side here. You can keep the knees slightly bent if you like. Great job. Coming to stillness, bringing the hands down to the ground and bring one knee down, followed by the other. Coming into tabletop pose here. So hands right underneath the shoulders, knees right underneath the hips. So from here, we're going to do a slight movement. We're keeping the back nice and straight, bringing the chest towards the ground gently. So scapula come onto the back. And then exhale, pressing the heart towards the sky, scapula coming apart. So it's almost like a scapular push-up here. Very gentle movement. So heart coming towards the ground, and then exhale, heart coming towards the sky. One more time like this. Great job. Now we're going to go into a little cat-cow here. So this time we're going to drop the belly. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. Flowing with your breath here a few times. Flowing from cat to cow. And then we'll come back to center. And then we'll inhale, looking over the left shoulder, looking towards the left foot. Exhale, looking towards the other side. Alternating from side to side like this. Inhale, left shoulder, exhale, right shoulder. So here we're going to do a little cat-cow compass. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. Inhale, look over the left shoulder. Exhale, tuck the chin, cat. Looking over the right shoulder. Inhale, coming back. So we're circling, doing a little circle with the head and hips, trying to make a simultaneous circle, smoothing it out, and then going the other direction. So if you don't quite get this, just try to make some organic movements here with the spine, the head and the hips. Great job, coming back to center. Now we're going to bring the hands one hand length out in front. And we're going to tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog, bending into the elbows, bending into the knees. Elbows are pulling in, so the elbows face the mat. And breathe. Releasing the neck. Great job. We're going to come into plank pose. And then lower the knees down. Press the hips back. So we're bringing the heart towards the earth here, heart to earth pose or anahata pose. And you can either bring the head down to a block or a pillow, or you can just bring the forehead down to the ground. Options to lift the elbows or keep them on the ground. Wherever you are, just begin to breathe. Great job. And now we're going to come to a child's pose here, and I want to give you an option for child's pose. So knees out wide, toes to touch, and one option I'm going to give is to bring the hands back towards the feet, relaxing the forehead down. And another option is to, if you can, grab onto the heels and just release down. If that's not comfortable for you, you can just bring the hands down, palms facing up. This gives a little break for the shoulders here. And breathe. Hands come back to tabletop. So from tabletop, we're going to bring the right foot forward, stepping it next to the right hand. And here, bring the hands up to the knee. Inhale. We're going to bring the right hand out in front. And the left hand is going to come to the right wrist. Pull back like you're pulling on a bow here. Inhale. Exhale, release. Come back to the beginning. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, release. Inhale. This time both arms are going to come forward, reach. Scapula pull apart. Inhale, look up. Exhale, scapula pull down. Hands come down to the ground. Lifting the back knee up. And from here, you can reach the right hands up, doing a little twist. And exhale, that top hand can come down, sweeping the earth. Inhale to look up. Exhale, lower. One more time like this. Hand comes down to frame the foot. Step back, down dog. And from here, you can walk your down dog to face the other direction. From down dog, come forward to plank and slowly make your way down to the ground. You're going to bring the forearms out in front. Feel a widening through the collarbones here. Bringing the tops of the toes onto the ground. See if you can slightly lift the kneecaps off the ground. And breathe. Great job. Lower back down. Tuck the toes, press back, heart to earth pose. And here you can either bring the chin down, looking forward, or you can release the neck, relaxing the forehead onto the ground. Coming back to center, coming back to tabletop here. We're going to go to the other side now. So bringing the left foot forward. Hands come to the left knee. And here bringing the left arm out in front. Right hand comes to the wrist. Open up the chest. Exhale, bow and arrow pose here. Keep breathing. Feeling the scapula onto the back. And then reach both arms forward, scapula come apart. Inhale, hands up to the sky, bringing the scapula down onto the back. Exhale, hands come down. Lifting the back knee up. Left arm comes up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, release. 2 more times like this with your breath. From here, let's go into down dog. Straightening through the legs more. If you'd like, you can pedal out the feet. And then begin to walk your down dog to the other side. Bending into the knees. We're going to do a few little hip circles here, going to the left. And breathing. And then we'll come into child's pose for a few breaths. Bring the hands back out. We're going to come into tabletop. And from here, we're going to come into knee down plank. Slowly lower all the way down. First, we're going to bring our right ankle into the right hand. So bending into the knee. Then you can feel a little stretch here. Make sure to keep your left hand underneath your left shoulder. For more of a stretch, you can press the belly of the leg of the quadricep into the ground. For more of a stretch. So next step is to pull the ankle back towards the back, lifting the chest, and breathe. So you should feel a nice opening in the chest here. If you'd like more of a stretch, you can lift that leg up. Single leg bow. Release back down. Bring one cheek down to the ground and breathe. Release the hand. Release the leg. So we're going to do the other side, so left hand comes to left foot. Pressing the belly of the quadricep into the ground here for more of a stretch. And then if you'd like, you can lift the ankle back to the back of the room. And breathe. For more of a stretch, you can lift up the back leg for single leg bow. Release down, release the other cheek down, release the hand, release the foot. Now we're gonna do both legs here. So bringing both ankles up, both hands clasp onto both ankles, pressing the belly of the quadriceps into the ground. First step is to lift the ankles up, coming into bow pose. And if you want more of a stretch, you can lift up the legs, full bow pose. Releasing down, bring one cheek down and breathe. We're going to come back to knee down plank, and we're going to do those hip circles to the right now. Keep breathing. If you'd like, you can come into that child's pose. So from our child's pose, we're going to make our way to tabletop and then tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Trying to straighten the arms, straighten the legs. And then make some space in between the shoulders and the ears here. From here, we're going to bring the right foot next to the right hand.
And here you could bring the foot in between the hands.
Back foot comes parallel to the back mat, setting up for warrior two here. We're going to go into that bow and arrow pose here, so pulling back, right arm comes forward, exhale, release. Inhale, pulling the scapula onto the back, release. And then back arm comes to the back leg, inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Windmill the top arm to the top hip. Getting ready for that Ardha Chandrasana half moon pose. So we're gonna bring the back foot up about a foot. Bringing the right hand down up to the front and the side of the pinky toe, so on the outside of the pinky toe. And if you have a block here, you can bring that. Breathe, and if you feel stable, you can extend the top arm up. And breathe. If you don't quite feel stable, you can bring a little bend into the standing leg. You can either stay here or grab onto the back angle for a sugar cane pose. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Then we're going to inhale, rounding all the way up, coming to the center of the mat. We're going to go back to that Garuda Mudra, feeling the heartbeat here. And once again, bringing that love light energy into the heart, allow it to open out to the sides. Exhale. Inhale, bring it up. And allow it to wash over you. Exhale. 2 more times like this, inhaling up and out. Exhaling, allowing it to gently wash over you. That again, inhale up and out. This time we're going to come to the back of the mat. We're going to come to that mountain pose. Inhale up. Exhale through the midline, forward fold. And now we're going to bring the right foot back, parallel to the back of the mat. Bring the left foot in between the hands. Coming into warrior 2 on the left side. So keeping the front knee bent. Coming into that bow and arrow pose here. So inhale, exhale, release. Inhale. Shoulder blades coming onto the back. Exhale, release. Back arm comes to the back leg. Inhale, up, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Getting ready for that Ardha Chandrasana half moon pose. So windmilling the top arm to the top hip. Step up about a foot to bring that bottom hand down front and the side of the pinky toe. So on the outside of the pinky toe. Engaging the core here. And if you feel steady, you can extend the top arm up, extending that heart energy through the hands, through the extended leg. And if you feel steady here, you can do a little sugarcane pose. And then coming back, forward fold. If you'd like more of a stretch in this forward fold, you can bring the palms underneath the feet.
For gorilla pose.
Might be more of a calf stretch here. Also a little massage for the hands and the palms. And if this is too much for you, just come back to that regular forward fold. And then release the hands, coming back to forward fold. Okay, so from this forward fold, let's heel toe the feet about mat's distance here. And begin to bring the hips down to a deep squat. First modification.
Level 2.
If you can come all the way down to Malasana or garland pose, that's great. So trying to bring the hands towards the heart, lifting the chest. Trying to bring the shoulder blades onto the back. You can either stay in this pose or
More advanced.
Or if crow is a part of your practice, you can come into that now. And then wherever you are, coming to plank pose. So if you're in Malasana, just extending one leg out and then the other. Down to plank.
Slowly lower down to the belly.
Coming back, Anahata Asana pose. Those are heart to earth pose. And then coming back up the tabletop, bringing the hips to one side. So now is a great time to get out your props if you have them. And I'm going to show you my relaxation system for the next pose, which is Supta Baddha Konasana. Okay, so I'm going to get out some things here. So my pillows and my blankets. So here I'm going to set up my 2 blankets, or you could use a bolster right here. And I'm going to have that for behind my back. And I like to have a little bit more so that my chest and my head are elevated. So put those 2 pillows on top as well. And I'm going to come into Supta Baddha Konasana, so I'd like to have something out underneath my knees as well. And you can use more pillows or blankets or towels, whatever you have for a little cushion here. So I'm going to bring the soles of my feet together. I'm going to bring my lower back to the bottom of the blankets or the bolster here, making sure that my pillows are underneath my knees, my soles of my feet are together, and I'm just gonna gently relax back here, making sure that everything feels good in alignment. My heart is elevated. And I'm gonna bring out the arms to the sides here, palms facing up. So take a moment and begin to set up your relaxation system in the Supta Baddha Konasana pose. And if you're still getting set up, that's no worries. I just want to tell you a little bit more about Anahata, the chakra. So Anahata in Sanskrit means unstuck. And the symbol for this is a great bird. Feeling the heart lifting on the inhale and exhaling, releasing back down and feeling supported here. Doing this a few more times with your breath, inhaling to lift and exhaling, release, letting everything go. And I'm going to invite us all into a visualization. And if you'd like to come along for the ride, feel free to. Begin to imagine that the heart has taken flight, that your heart and your spirit are like a great bird. Imagine being up in the sky, feeling your wings out wide, feeling the wind carrying you under your wings. Bringing this feeling into the heart space. And if you like, you can imagine yourself flying up high in the sky, effortlessly, weightlessly. And you can either be alone or you can be surrounded with a group that you love, a group of your feathered friends. Just noticing what it feels like to be up high. Looking down upon the ground, looking at all the beautiful lands surrounding you. And seeing the interconnectedness of all things down below. Feeling this wind underneath you. Feeling this breath within you. Feeling this expansiveness in the heart. And allowing this gratitude to just begin to glide you back down to earth slowly and gently. Until you begin to slowly come back into your body, back into your heart space, beginning to wiggle the fingers, maybe bringing the hands up to the sky, and then beginning to clasp the fingers behind the neck here, taking a few breaths. And very slowly and very gently beginning to engage the core and just allow yourself to gently roll back to seated. Beginning to clear your space, clearing your pillows and your blankets to come onto your back again. And just take a moment to do this. And now we're going to make our way onto the back, hugging the knees into the chest. So really breathing here, feeling supported by the earth, or whatever's supporting you in this moment. Bringing the knees towards the chest to hug, and gently beginning to rock yourself up into a ball a few times to massage the low back here. Coming back to seated. Bringing the hands back into Garuda Mudra at the heart center. And bringing gratitude once again to all the ways you feel supported in life. And allowing this gratitude to open the hands up to the side. And then inhaling, arms come up. Exhale, hands come back to the heart. Bowing to yourself for coming to this practice today. All the things that this heart loves, big and small. And I just want to thank you so much for joining me for this heart-opening yoga practice today. And as always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Namaste.
Let your love light shine, let it shine in